Get fixed, man. I get in that shit. Be wondering what the fuck going on. As good as it's gonna get, fuck it. Oh.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going to run it. It's Rodgers. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. At the 45, on his way. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24th. To adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Suggs. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, oh, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a reverse. Turning it on. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the mindset. Early in the game, you want to poke and prod. You want to figure out what the defense is doing. How can I attack it and be successful? Is there any vulnerabilities? Giving the ball to a wide receiver, how do they adjust to it? This might set something up later on down the road.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. Inside the 25. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they'll send 5 wide receivers. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Blade. Pocket breaking down. Fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Hand off to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Right back to him on the ground. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off-play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
But I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Blade. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Oh, it's a reverse. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He wants to change this route. And back to the air on second down. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here on third down for this offense. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Crosses midfield. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able...
He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to pass. It's Slade. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Barlow. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Might be changing the route. 3rd down play from the gun. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The play action fake. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Wants to fire on second down. The short hands. It sucks. At the 35, he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Creates a little space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Working the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, trying to push it deep. He wants to go deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Scanning the field, it's Blade on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on fourth down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. What a cut. Now he's loose. He's loose. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, how hard it...
Oh, they blocked it. Now he can return this. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the defense and 2-point conversion.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's going to get loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if I'm a defense, I'm so excited because they know they can't run the football on me. They got to use a little bit of trickeration. They got to do something different because they know they can't man up and run it right at me. They know I'm too good. So, defense, let's go.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's played. Snagged out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's played. He's going for it all. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Dropping back, it's Blade. And this will be caught as they convert the two. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep to the left. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Finds a spot in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Might as well stick with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Blade. Going for 6. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He wants it all. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the gun. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right